YouTube, it's Alex. I am so sorry that I look so awful in all my videos. My face is just really broken out. So it was like 26 weeks since I stayed at the hospital for that 3 weeks. And no matter what I do, it's not getting better. And the Halloween makeup probably didn't help. And I look weirder if I take my glasses off without makeup. I'll take my glasses off because I'm tired of the reflection in my lenses. And plus, I'm very, very, very pregnant, in pain all the time, uncomfortable, so I don't want to put makeup on unless I'm going out and about. I don't want to irritate my face even more. Hey, shh, shh, shh. I always try to film when the kids are so quiet, and then once I know I'm filming, they do that. So I just got asked on Facebook if I plan on going to Salem to stay at family's because I'm about to pop, which would be a good idea. I've been asked that several times, and I always mean to reply back, but I'm like, I don't want to type it all out, so I kind of ignore it, which is very rude of me. But so I thought it would be a good idea just to make a video so you guys can understand. I have stayed at my mother-in-law's at one point during the end of the pregnancy, like around the 30-week mark, after I got out of the hospital, because I promised my doctor I would, and that's the only reason why they let me out of the hospital. And my mother-in-law, hopefully she's not watching this, but she made me feel very unwelcome to there, and she kept saying things about why she doesn't know why I can't give birth at my local hospital, which we had a lot of problems with Kira's birth. That's why. I'm not going to get into that. And so I didn't feel welcomed there. I felt awkward there. She kept saying I could stay, but I just didn't feel welcomed there. And then my sister offered for me to stay, and she was amazing. She never made me feel awkward. She never made me feel weird about staying there. If anything, she made me feel very welcomed there. But my kids acted out. Like, Dante listened to me, but he whined the whole time, wanting to go home. And Kira did act out. She would do things that she should not be doing, and just running around like crazy when I was supposed to be taking it easy, going slow, trying not to have the baby. So it was really hard without Paul's help. And my sister worked. She's a worker. She works all the time. And so I was by myself a lot with the kids, so it was just too hard to take care of my children in someone else's home by myself, trying to stay pregnant and trying to take it easy. And so I'm very grateful for her. But if I went into labor, there's no way I can drive myself. And she would tell me, like, oh, the fire department knows you're pregnant in your situation, so call 911 if you need, blah, blah. And that was scary, and I didn't want to deal with that. So I miss being home anyways, and even though it's far, it's just like I feel mentally and physically better when I'm at home. If the kids got too crazy, they could mess up the house. And Paul, you know, him being daddy and husband, he would totally be okay with coming home with a messy house because he knows I can't get up to go do that and fix it. But when you're staying at someone else's house, you don't want to mess up their house and them run amok and stuff. Kira actually broke something of my sister's, and that was terrible and embarrassing, and I felt horrible. I wanted to cry because she was being so helpful and amazing, letting us stay at her house, and then my daughters break something that didn't belong to us. So yeah, there's that. So if Kira broke something in our house, it would be bad, but at least it's our stuff that she's breaking and not someone else's, if that makes sense. I never really wanted to say this before, but I don't like my doctor. I try to give him a chance. I'm all about giving birth naturally, and I have been told like a million times from my old video that I took down recently about the 30-second video that I had on my old channel about when I'm actually actively pushing out my son. I was laying down position, and I've been told like a million times that that's like the most painful position you can be for all natural. And if you have no medication, you're laying flat on your back pushing a baby out, it's gonna hurt like hell more than it normally would, and it's gonna be harder for the baby to come out because the gravity is not helping. And that always stuck in my mind. And I asked my doctor, the doctor that was seeing me when I was 26 weeks, about laboring the way I want to labor and pushing in a position I want to be in. And she said since the baby's so tiny, it'd be best to lay, nope, I'm making a video. It'd be best for me to lay on my back or on my side because how tiny baby could be if I delivered early. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense, but that sucks. And then when I got to 37 weeks and a half, I asked my doctor, because I'm like, I have a full-term baby, the baby's healthy, not preemie, blah, blah, blah. And so I asked my current doctor about it, and he still says that I need to lay on my back or on my side. And that just frustrates me because I have seen so many home births in so many birth centers where the midwives pretty much deliver the baby in any comfortable way. The mom's sitting or leaning against something or on all fours or in a sitting, squatting position, and they handle the delivery perfectly fine. And I can't understand why an OBGYN can't do the same thing. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. This is my last baby. This is my last birth. I want it the way I want it. I'm going to be in an agonizing pain. The doctor may not be, but I am. It's my body. So, yeah, that's what I want. And he's like kind of for the cord clamping delay, which I really want. But he still kind of said, well, I'm going to do it at this specific time and then clamp it. Like, I'll give it some time and then I'm going to clamp it. And I don't understand why he can't just wait for it to pulse. The umbilical cord is mine. The baby's mine. And the placenta is mine, not the hospital's. So I don't understand why he can't just wait for the cord to stop pulsing and then to clamp it. So I'm kind of getting irritated with those two things. So I'm thinking about, they said it's too late to switch doctors, but I'm thinking about going back to the hospital that has been seeing me majority of my pregnancy. They know my history, they know everything, and they're all amazing. And I liked every single one that I met, and they're all women. And I'm thinking that I'm going to say, and it's closer, so I'm thinking about if I go into actual labor, I'm going to go there instead. And that's pretty much what happened when Dante was born. Like, we were supposed to go to the Navy and we were registered and everything. And then when it came time to being in labor, I decided to go to the hospital that took care of me for my premature birth. When I went into preterm labor, not birth, with Dante, and it worked out fine. So I think I'm going to do the same thing. I think I'm going to ignore Salem altogether, unless I'm there, of course, and go straight to Corvallis because they saw me majority of my pregnancy anyway, and every time I told them what I wanted, they were totally on board with it. So I think I'm just going to go there. And plus it's closer and I labor fast, so I think that's what I'm going to do. What do you think? What do you guys think? So yeah, I don't want to stay in Salem. It's too hard on me, and it's hard on the kids. And I'm paranoid that Paul will miss the birth if we get separated. This way, when we're at home, I can call him, and he can literally come home, be home in 15 minutes, which sucks. And then he can take me, and I don't have to worry about my husband missing it. So yeah, sorry that I didn't get back to all you guys that asked the same questions earlier, but no to staying in Salem. Yeah. Okay, bye-bye.